Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 8, Episode 12, Peace Talk. So the episode, it starts off with, again, Cayenne, she's upset. Cayenne is remember, we're at Dynamite KO boxing event, and Snoop's there. Snoop's actually talking to Sophia and saying, you know what, Sophia, why don't you go and talk to your mans and see what's going on there? I said, Snoop, that's not the smart way to do it. So Sophia takes Safari. She goes over to Jacques and Cayenne. They introduce themselves. Cayenne definitely already got the vibe of, I'm not going to like this one over here. I'm not going to like this one over here. Sophia seemed okay with that up until we get to the point where Sophia was, Cayenne was just kind of like, oh, so you're the ex. So you're Sophia the Thotty. Okay, got it. Got it. I said, that's not going to bode well. That is not going to bode well. And then, again, things continue to take a turn because now you have Jacques. He's on one end looking at Sophia like, I said that, but... And Sophia just apologized. She said she didn't mean for everything to turn out the way it turned out. He said, okay, that's cool. We're still not going to be friends, but okay, I appreciate the apology. Cayenne looking at her like, all right, Sophia, why are you giving me the eyes? Why are you rolling the eyes? What are you doing? Oh, you going to turn away from me? So that's when she goes and she lunges. And Safari just has that signature, yo, type of look and reaction that he always has. And I said, all right. How I feel? I said, Cayenne, we didn't need to do all of that. But at the same time, I almost don't care. I felt like when Cayenne explains herself, and I said, I felt that that's how it actually was with her reacting the way she reacted. I said, okay, because I'm bored. So it gave me something to look at. Security is there. I almost don't care about these fights anymore because I say security is there. I almost expect it. Now, Juju, remember, she's been working on this play, and that's all well and good, but she's having a little outing with Yandy, Remy, and Jonathan. They're all there because Yandy wants to go, and she wants to go to, what was it, St. Martin, I believe, and go there to help and support, which is great because a lot of people go to the Caribbean to vacation, but it's like, oh, to actually support and help? Nah. So the ladies plus Jonathan, they're going to go and also see if they can mend all of these other ladies, as in Mariah Lynn, Dream Doll, Bree, and Brianna, if they can get them all together so that they can be on one accord and do something positive for someone else. I said, that's great. That's beautiful. I'll believe it when I see it. A weird moment between Rich and Mariah Lynn. So Mariah Lynn goes to meet Rich for two reasons. One, she apologizes and finally expresses her love to Rich and says she wasn't over Rich. Rich then got with Moniece and that hurt her feelings, so she went and got with Cisco. We all agreed that that was a trash move because Cisco was actually Rich's friend. We also agreed that Cisco was trash for doing that to Rich anyway. Even though we were like, this is Rich we're talking about, but still, there's supposed to be some type of code. Some type of code with the Creep Squad, but then again, it is the Creep Squad, so what would you expect? So after Mariah Lynn goes and apologizes, and he says, oh, how adulting of you. You know, adulting, yeah, shout out to you. And she goes and flips it and says, you need to talk to your artist. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Rich is Bree's manager. And so Mariah Lynn was really there to go and apologize and to also say that you need to go and fire Bree, or you need to go and talk to her because she can't go and keep doing all this stuff that she's doing, going starting fights with me. I'm here trying to talk to Safari. She goes and she jumps in the middle of it, and now we have a problem. Now we have quarrels. No, 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 I refuse. No. So I said, okay. And then she goes and seals it with a kiss, and Rich accepts. I said, oh my God. Back to the foolery we go. Next thing we know, we see Safari. He's at the Creep Squad den, as we're calling it, with DJ Self and Jacques. Safari gets kicked out because Self's trying to figure out, Safari, you broke bro code. How'd you bring the X over and start some mess? And Safari's like, that's not what I was trying to do. I didn't realize Cayenne had it in her. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And so they kicked him out. I said, Safari, you shouldn't be there anyway. Good riddance. Get out of there. Now, Jonathan, he goes and he has this meeting with his sister Jazz, and Jazz is there because I don't know if she's like the bar manager, if she's the owner, I don't know, but they met and she was working behind the bar. Now, she has to go and give her brother a hug because Jonathan, I guess after all the years of him being on reality TV, all the years of him just being out, whatever, he finally chose now to go and express to his family what conversion camp did to them, because apparently his sister found a folder with some files, and it was his stuff that he was a part of his conversion camp. And so she didn't know the details, so he started to provide some. I'll go over the full details a little bit later, because it was bad. It was. Now, Mo, I said, okay, Mona, did you really go and set this whole car ride back to Mo's house or wherever, and Carl is there, and Mo's going off on him, rightfully so, because she's trying to figure out, wait a minute, dude. So I had to learn from someone else, from Remy, that you have this private Instagram account that I'm blocked from. He said, oh, wait, my manager told me to go and make that so that I can go and promote so that my fans can know what I'm doing. I said, okay, yes, that makes sense. But he goes, flips it and says, yeah, I was supposed to make the account and then give it over to you so that you can go and handle it so you know I wasn't doing any mess. Mo said, how dumb do you think I am? And how dumb do you think, because he couldn't even look at her, how dumb do you think I am? So you're trying to tell me that you went and signed up for an Instagram account, then you blocked me. You realize on Instagram, it takes an effort to block someone. You have to go search their name. Once you find their name, you go and say, do you want them blocked? Yes. Then there's a confirmation to make sure, yes, you want them blocked. Come on now. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. You do this to me one more time. You do this to me one more time. See what happened. See what happened. You don't believe it? You don't believe it? I said, you don't believe me. You don't believe me? See what happened. I said, Mo, I don't believe you. I don't. You love that man. Now we have this nice little outing during winter time with Remy Ma. And I guess this is when Remy was starting to do the weight loss thing, because her face is slimmer. Everything's a little bit tighter. The style is changing. She may have even had Vince as a manager at this point now. But Remy has to meet up with Mariah Lynn and Bianca, because Bianca and Mariah Lynn keep getting into these issues with Brie. And so they're acting and joking around like, hey, yeah, well, you know, if someone gets to pop off, then we pop up right back at them. Remy said, no. You two have potential. You two have potential. You keep messing up your potential because you keep getting to these unnecessary fights and quarrels. And I said, now, Remy, I guess this is a live and you learn type of moment. Okay. All right. I agree with what you're saying, but she's going to go and help have a meeting for them to go and to talk to Brie, and maybe have Brie just come to some type of agreement. Now we see that Webstar's there with Trina and Brie. Rich comes there because Rich needs to talk to Brie and tell her, look, so I heard through the grapevine that you still having problems with Mariah Lynn. Which makes no sense, because let's be very clear. Mariah Lynn only got roped into all this mess because of the relationship that Dream Doll and Brie have. That's the only reason why Mariah Lynn was caught into this, because she's friends with Bianca, and Bianca has a problem with Brie, so Dream Doll has a problem with Bianca and Mariah Lynn. Really? Rich had to tell them, yeah, I'm trying to make money off of you. I'm trying to make money off of you. And you're going and doing all these shenanigans? No. Here's how this is going to go. You're going to go and get yourself together. You're going to get yourself together, and I'm going to make some money off of you. Are we understood? Are we clear? That's what I care about. She said, yeah. Don't embarrass me in front of Trina. That was the type of face she was giving. Now, Cayenne, she was there in the studio. She had the live band. I said, okay, I respect the way how you're doing this. You're taking this seriously. Definitely giving New York MC vibes off of you, and that's great. Mariah Lynn comes in as well, and the conversation didn't last too long, because once the conversation switched towards her going at Sophia Body, Mariah Lynn was happy because Mariah Lynn was like, someone that I dragged. Oh my God, we best friends. We best friends. But the issue is, Cayenne breaks down because she has been through a lot. And when she was, what'd she say, 15, 16, she got into a really bad fight and her jaw was broken, shattered, however you want to call it. And because of that, she's very guarded. She's very guarded. She gets very nervous around when people go and act a certain way and come with a certain energy. So then she goes and reacts before someone can get the jump on her. And I said, I completely understand that, and I respect that Jacquees. See, their relationship is real. He has his woman. She opened up to him. It was real. It wasn't some fake, oh, I'm just garnering attention. Because you could tell that she just felt embarrassed. So I appreciate the sincerity with that scene. So we're moving on to Rich has diabetes. We know that. Rich tells the story how he was at his mom's house. She was pre-diabetic. And she said, why don't we just go and do the test to see what happens on you? And he pulled the 300, which apparently is horrendous. Which is like, you need to go to the doctor, the hospital right now. And so, remember, he had, was it his uncle or was it his, no, it was his dad that was on the kitchen floor for like over an hour before mom even realized what was going on, because she was in the house, so I guess upstairs, or whatever the full story is. And so, Yandy, I'm sorry, but Yandy had me cackling. And it was an unintentional cackle, because Yandy was acting like, she was like, Rich told me that he was sick, but I thought he had the cold. Woo! Okay. So anyway, once that was all done, I said, okay, that's great. He was a part of that. Now we see Bree, and Bree is having a conversation with Yandy, along with Self and Rich. And they're all trying to say, look, we're going to go and do this coming together moment for all you ladies to try and get you information, to listen to the mantra of Queen Bee, to really try to do so. And we want you to be a part of that. Side note, I will be reviewing the quad, and it starts back up tomorrow. So that's going to be a nice time. It is. So Tuesdays are going to be have and have nots, the quad. And at some point, I'm going to start my, weekly topic roundup. Yes, that will be coming in 2018. Now, Yandy, she wants to go to the pop side. She realized, look, dealing with these regular hip-hop artists, they're not bringing me the money, and they keep getting into trouble. I need to just work with someone who wants to be cookie cutter. So she has the most cookie cutter person she could have brought. His name is Alex B. And, Mo comes in, so she meets him, and Mo's like, oh, cool, you're working with the pop side and the money? See, that's why I need to work with you. And Yandy said, yes, so why aren't you in the studio? Because they'll be calling you. What's going on? Mo keeps saying, oh, my relationship. No! This is good material. Go into the studio and sing your heart out. Make that money. But you're playing too much. And see, even though we love Mo, she plays too much. But she's real because she knows that she plays too much. But it's not enough to just be real to know that you play too much. It's not. So Mo's talking about how her husband keeps doing all this shenanigans. She doesn't know what she's going to do. And then in comes, why is Carl, he's a pop-up king. What is with this whole and it's not even nice lovey-dovey pop-up. Every time he comes around the corner, because of how they film it, we get scared. I get scared for Mo, like, Mo? Is everything good? Because bro makes me nervous. Now, he talks about how he loves his wife, and now he's not going to do anything to hurt her, and they kiss and they make up. He was like, he knows he was doing the stupid, and he's going to stop the shenanigans. I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. My eyes are closed, so how can I see anything? Got it. Hey, here goes Jonathan. He talks to his mother, and his sister. And because the sister told him, you need to go and let our mom know that that's why you harbor that type of resentment towards her. Now, Jonathan goes, he finally talks to his mom and says, here's what happened. At conversion camp, they did things like they tied me down to bed. They would inject stuff into my body, and it was so scary because I would feel pain, and then I couldn't feel essentially like my legs or lower half. I did hear about that stuff where, because she sent him to the DR to go and have that stuff done, the conversion camp stuff done, because when he was 10, people were making fun of him because, you know, I guess it was clear that he was gay, or that he was at least flamboyant, and so especially in the community that he grew up in, that was going to be a problem. So the mom thought that if she could cure him of that, he could have a better life. And we know she did it out of love. He knows she did it out of love, but it still physically and mentally scarred him. They would electrocute him, put stuff on his you know, fingers and toes to electrocute him if he answers stuff a certain way. Again, gave him the drug where I think it messes with the lower half, so that probably it can even cause erectile dysfunction. I've heard crazy stories about that stuff. So he was just going through all of that. And so he said there was one time where she called to see how he was. He said he wanted to go home, but his mom was like, I know it's a lot, but you need to do this so that you can be better. And so he took that because, like, that's his mom. What else is he going to do? And it's a sad story. It's a sad moment. I'm glad that he got to go and speak his piece and all of that. You know I'm a skeptic. You know, actually, I pretend not to be, but because I naturally am a skeptic. So I'm looking at this whole thing like, beautiful, great. Why'd this have to be done here and now? I just find it weird. Like, but then again, maybe that was his agenda at all this whole time to, I don't know. Do it when he can get a certain level of eyes and also support and awareness. It's 100% possible. It's possible. Now, Yandy and Lord Jesus, Remy, they're setting up. They tell the women you have to take off your shoes because. And Bianca was like, yeah, well, you know, you don't have to worry about throwing shoes because I already did that. So everyone comes in, they sit down, including Dream Doll and Bree. And Bree's just like, look, I'm about getting the bag, I'm about getting the money, so there's no problem. But then they start going back and forth about how, you know, I heard you saying this stuff in the song, this and me doing that, so that I went and did that to you in return. And it's like, well, that's part of the problem. You can't control how someone's going to react when you go and talk about them. That's how life actually works. So then at one point, Bianca was tired of it. She went around Remy and then tried to swing on Bree. And I said, no, Remy is not going back to jail. Why? What is wrong with you? Remy, you need to go right now because they're going to get you in trouble. And this is on Remy, nope. I would have been like, all right, y'all mother bleepers need to get the bleep, because I'm telling you right now, if you even mess with my parole, I'm going to make sure I AK all of you.